Aquarian Pools and Spas. If you can dream it, they can build it. More than 50 years in business. Start your dream pool today. Aquarian Pools and Spas. 803-732-3636.
When was the last time you can confidently say Carolina actually had a really good season of offensive line play? Because I know it hasn't really been during the Beamer era, because I've been here for almost all that, and we've never had a single season where we're like, yeah, this offensive line's been great.
I would have to think about that, because this is a great debate, and people get angry with me about this, and say, and this is the example. Those offensive lines in the Spurrier era weren't exactly stone walls.
Yeah.
Marcus Lattimore and the ability of Connor Shaw to run covered up for those offensive lines greatly. And I remember having a conversation with Eric Wolford, and he's like, offensive line, there's only so much we can do. The college game is now in a situation where your running back has to make a guy miss one-on-one. There's going to be a lot of one-on-one scenarios. Your running back, your linebacker, it's the old drill. What's that drill? I don't even know what the drill's called, but where it's linebacker, running back one-on-one in a tight space, and the
Oklahoma?
running back. No, Oklahoma is just, I don't think it's the Oklahoma drill. Oklahoma is just go out there and hit each other. That could be anybody, but I saw a video on it the other night of, you hand the ball to the running back, there's cones on either side, there's a linebacker coming downhill.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it.
So, but anyway, you got to have a running back that can make guys miss. I think that's been a bigger, that at times that's as much of an issue as it is now. South Carolina's had some quality running backs at times, but at times not. But to answer that question, it might be the Lou Holtz era of offensive lines.
Oh, my goodness.
It might be. That's somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's not good.
Everybody knows what we went through with the John Hunt era at the beginning of the Spurrier tenure. Again, I know everybody wants to go, 11-1, or 11-2, 11-2. Boy, those offensive lines were lighting people up. Not so much. You just had a quarterback in Connor Shaw and even Steven Garcia that could make things happen when the line broke down. Big difference there.
Yeah, very true.
College football playoff, Tyler, 20 teams. Okay, this piqued my interest. I have to say, the format for this playoff piqued my interest to the point I went, okay, I might be able to get on board with this one.
Well, it's really a 16-team playoff disguised as a 20-team playoff. And yesterday, all the people in charge of making these decisions had a meeting. I think it was all virtual. I don't think they were all in the same place, but we know the debate's been between 16 and 24 for some time now. Again, all three of the power conferences are good with 24, except the SEC, who's digging their heels in and not willing to go past 16. This is kind of a compromise in the middle that was socialized by ESPN apparently for this meeting yesterday that didn't apparently gain a lot of traction initially. But the way it would work would you'd have 16 spots, and the last four would be via play-ins, where each of the Power Four conferences would get a play-in game that would take the place of Conference Championship Saturday in early December there. So I'm assuming you'd be going with automatic qualifiers at that point in time. I don't know that for sure, but that's what would make sense to me if you're going to have play-ins. But yeah, it's kind of like the expanded NCAA tournament still has a 64-team bracket, but you have a lot of play-in games now. Kind of the same way this would work.
I like it. I'm kind of on board with this. Now, what I don't like is the thought of shortening the season. I will admit, us living in South Carolina, just did the AAA heating and air spot and talked about the heat that we've been going through, adjusting to a little bit earlier season schedule, because you see the other part to this is what could potentially be coming down the pipe is making week 0 officially week 1.
Which it probably will be, because the NFL is going to want Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, they're taking it over. I didn't realize.
And they're not going to ask; they're just going to do it.
No, I truly didn't realize what the NFL was doing this year with their schedule. Are you aware of what they're doing with? I'm almost going to call it Labor Day. Have you paid attention to this? Yeah,
because they have Wednesday night, Thursday
night.
Yep.
Yes.
So they're expanding more. They figured out they can actually play a game on every day of the week now.
Yes.
Because they do it with Christmas, because no matter what day Christmas falls in, they have a day to have a way to play games on that. But yeah, they're moving back to Wednesday now, Thursday, obviously Sunday, and then Monday. So they're taking more days of the week. But when they eventually expand to 18 games, they're going to have to back the season up 1 week, which would fall on Labor Day weekend. And here's the thing. The NFL is not going to ask college football, hey, can we have Labor Day weekend? They're just going to take it, and you better be ready to move your season up a week before that. If
you haven't paid attention to this, I caught this during the preseason game, and it really confused me for about 10, 15 minutes. The NFL is going to have a Wednesday. The opener will be Wednesday night, September the 9th, New England and Seattle. So, you get that game out in Seattle. That's kind of their true season opener. On Thursday night, what had been the season opening night, it's going to be San Francisco and the Rams from Australia.
That's right.
That's right. I said that right. From Australia, from the well-known, probably is well-known, the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Yep.
In Australia. That will be 8:35 on Netflix.
Yep.
And then they will kick off the rest of the season on Sunday. So Wednesday, that caught me off guard. So it is a good point you make about officially making what is now week 0, week 1.
And remember, the past couple of years, they played Brazil games on Fridays in week number 1 too. So again, they're making the weekend longer and longer. What's stopping us from having a Tuesday night opening game? I think that's coming down the pipeline too.